Okay, so welcome back guys. So today I'm going to be showing you how to bake out materials out of this model. But before I do that, I'm just going to go around and check if there's anything I need to fix, probably an interception I need to correct or push out. Okay, we have one at the back here. So let me just go to the subdivision level, turn on the base details, start recording that, and then go to a lower subdivision level and push this out. Okay, just trying to keep things as neat as possible so that when I'm texturing this I don't have to come back here and begin to adjust and make corrections. Okay, all right, so next thing I need to do is to export this out. When I'm done exporting, then I'm going to do my baking. So I'm going to export this out on level 2. We're exporting this out on level 2. So I go to export, turn on smooth, normal, turn off group, go to export. Okay, so I'm going to create a new folder in here and I'll name this Z exports, Z exports. So jacket low, export this out. Let me export the shirt model also. Let's export at level 2. Yes, feels a bit too much though, but okay, let me go to the lower subdivision. Let's export at level 1. 6K is fine. Turn off group, export obj shirt low. I'll export this. We will do another export for, so let's go to the let's start from below. Export the buttons out. There's no subdivision level for this, so I'll just export this out. Then we have the outer eyes. Just export this out on level 2, subdivision level 2. Then we can export the head now. Just look for a good subdivision. Okay, we can export this at level 1. Level 1 seems fine. 12K. Export. Level 1 seems just fine. Okay. So there's one more thing we need to do, the inner eyes of this model. We need to kind of fix the inner eyes of this model in place. So let me go to view on this file. I'll go to this file and then I will import everything. So I'll just do another import for this. So I'm changing the layout. Okay, so we'll just hide all of this. We'll just hide. Let me delete the shirt and then import the new shirt model. We go for that. Buttons, I'll hide those and then I'll import everything else. So drag this in. Okay, so I have everything imported now. I'll just change the camera settings. So this should be 85, I believe. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so the inner eyes, we need a model for the inner eyes. I already have something in here that I can use for the inner eyes. So the inner eyes, I'll just drag this in. Maybe after we're done with this, we can do our baking. But let me just do the outer eyes. Let me do those proper names for this. Okay, so I'm going around to rename all of this. Then I think I'm going to be giving all of these separate materials. Let me just give these separate materials. Blink, outer eyes, okay. And just darken that some more. Shirts. Buttons. Head, jackets, and then this new eyes. So let's do, let's try and push this in place. I think I'll just delete. Let me delete one of these, and then try to do this properly, and then I'll mirror it to the other side. Try to position this in the center and scale this up pretty much like so. Let me this side egg. Let me change this view to change this view. Let's use right view. Oh, this is the wrong view. Supposed to be left. Well, let's just do the correction here instead. Okay. Push this in. Scale this some more. So I'll select the outer eye. Let me just push this below it. Select the outer eyes and kind of do transparency for this. And for the inner eyes, I'll just plug in. Let me just plug in a texture. I'll just plug in a texture so I can actually see how that looks like. Just plug in a texture. Let's plug this in and let's see what we have. Turn on textured. Okay. I'll just kind of do a rough comparison with the original eyes. We try to, so this eyes looks too big. We kind of scale this down a notch. Okay, no, I think I'll just leave the eyes the way it is actually. I'm going to be, obviously I'm going to be texturing this, so I'm going to be texturing this again. I'll just kind of take down the size of the iris. So let me leave this as it is. Correction will be done on the iris itself when I do the textures, when I create the textures for it. Maybe I'll just take it down just a little, like so. And push it forward some more. Alright. Okay. So now I can just I will do a mirror for of this far apart way too much. I'll go to the front view. And try to position this as accurately as I can. Okay. Yeah, I think it's in the right place now. Yes, it's in the right place. Though the textures of the eyes looks too big, but we would adjust that obviously. We'll adjust that when we texture the model. Okay. Okay. So now I've done that, we need to now I've done that. Just looking at the eyes now. Maybe I should close that up some more. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. Look at the camera settings in here to be sure I'm using the correct camera settings. Focal length 85. Try to match that same camera lens in here. Okay. It's just the texture that are way too big for the eyes. I'm just feeling like bring down the eyelid some more. I think I should bring down the eyelid some more. Not so sure. But regardless, even if there's some adjustment to be made, I'll just do that. Okay. So let's do a baking. Let's bake materials for this. But let's go back and make adjustment to this whenever we want to. Do I still feel I need to I need to bring down the eyelids down some more. Just trying to take a look at it and see, because I'm just thinking now that if I should adjust, let's say I adjust the size of this iris, I might still maybe make it smaller. I might still need to push the eye down a bit. But no worries, we're not dealing with too many objects here, so to be easier to just go back and create some adjustment for this and then bring this back. But I would just love to make any correction I need to make now before moving to texture this in Substance Painter. Okay, you know what? Let me just do a rough example of making the eyes feel a bit smaller. So I'll just delete this other half. Just trying to run some testing here to figure out. Okay, let's do let's go in here. Okay, let's adjust the size of that eye. Okay, okay, just trying to capture the idea of how the iris should be. The texture in the center. Okay. Yeah, so the iris should be around approximately this size. Yes, approximately this size. Approximately this size. Let me check. Look at our main reference. So looking at our main reference now, I believe we need to lower the size. We need to lower our eyelid some more. We need to lower it some more. Yes, we need to lower it some more. So if the eye should be around this size, we need to lower this eyelid to accommodate that. So let's go back in here. I'm still let's I think I'll create a new layer for this just to be on the safe side. So I'll go to the highest subdivision level and I'll create a new layer. Okay, we're still on these eyes. Okay, still on this eyes. Okay, still on this eyes layer. Let's just okay. Let's push. Oh, we did not export the meniscus, but that's fine. We'll just make our corrections and adjust that. Let me go to the lowest. Let me go to like the most like the lowest subdivision level. Though the upper part of the eyes may not be needing the meniscus to be that obvious, anyways. Let me isolate this. I'll use the move topological brush. I'll draw a selection around here. I'll blow out that selection, that marks rather. Blow out the marks and then I will just push this down some more. Just trying to eyeball this. Right. This should probably work just fine. I think I went a bit overboard. Let me just pull this back up just a little. Just look this from a distance. Okay. Okay, so let's do an export. Let's do an export. Then we'll check. Just use Maya to just check this. So go back to Maya, isolate, okay, hide that, and bring in the new head in here. And we'll compare that. The new head is taking the texture of the eyes. So we just give this the material of the previous head. Alright. Yes, I believe yes, this will work. This will work. This is accurate enough. So I'll delete the previous head. Yeah, this will definitely work. This this eye adjustment will definitely work. So yeah. So leave this as it is. Then the next lesson will just let me do a separate lesson for a separate video for baking. I don't attach it to this eye correction video. So I'll see you guys in the next lesson.